All right, so where is this Metro Atlanta real estate market going now that we're headed into the fall? Well, the short answer is we have more inventory, we're on the market longer, and our prices are starting to flatten. And so it really just depends on your price point though. So if you're thinking about selling, you want to lead in the marketplace. And if you're thinking about buying this year, the market is your friend. My name is Rachel Mooney, and I sell real estate here in North Metro Atlanta. And my team and I watch these numbers on a weekly basis. And so let's just break it down on what are these numbers telling us and what do you need to do about it, especially if you're thinking about buying or selling this fall and winter. So just a quick snapshot. Last year, we had just as many homes sell as we did this year. So they went up just slightly, but the average days on market were much longer and our inventory is a lot more than we had last year. So just to give you a prime example for Forsyth County this time versus last year, our median sales price right now is holding about $615 or so. That's about a 2.5% reduction than last year. And our average days on market last year were about 28 versus this year, they're about 48 days on the market. So we're seeing more inventory holding longer, but those prices are flattening. And so where does that give us going into this fall market? What do we need to be looking at? So inventory is going to continue to build. It always does in the fall and the winter because the buyer demand is slower. Now, of course, prices are going to flatten, right? As homes sit on the market, we're starting to see more price reductions. And depending on that price point, that is going to make a difference. Some of those higher price points may not flatten as much, or they might flatten more depending on the inventory. And then of course, the average days on market is going to continue to increase based off of the average days on market. So rates are going to kind of be sideways for a while. We did see them drop just a little bit last week. We're not seeing those change into like a big point change or anything, but if they do change, there'll be a little bit of a quarter of a point. And so we might see a little bit of movement there. But let's talk about it. If you're a seller, what do you need to be doing? You need to price to lead, not chase. So if there's 3 other homes in your neighborhood and all 3 have had price reductions, don't be the 4th one to be a price reduction, but make sure your home is the best value. You also need to win on condition and convenience. It needs to be pre-inspected. It needs to be show shape ready. And it needs to be ready for that buyer when they walk in the door. Make sure showings are very easy for you. And then front load for the first 14 days. Make sure that your agent has a good marketing strategy for the first 14 days because you know right away if your home is priced right or not in this market. NAR shows that buyers are looking up to 9 months before they ever get into a car with a realtor. So they're making a decision as soon as they see your property hit any one of those websites online, if they want to see the property or not. If you are buying this year, here's your strategy for buying. Leverage your selection, guys. You have so much to choose from. And depending on your price point and your location, you guys definitely have the upper hand. Look at asking for closing costs or rate buy downs. You can also ask for some off of the purchase price, but don't be attached to the outcome. We're seeing a lot of this happen right now where buyers will go in and make an offer, the seller rejects it, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, the seller is coming back. I think that has happened 5 or 6 different times to us this year. My buyers don't get attached to the outcome. They finally get the deal that they're looking for because the sellers are coming back around. Take advantage of this market. Guys, we're moving into a very level market here in Metro Atlanta. We haven't been in this market in quite some time. As a matter of fact, I think it was like 2019 was the last level market. It's a perfect market for buyers and a perfect market for sellers. It is hyper local focused. So if you're thinking about selling this year or buying, reach out to me. Let me do a Pace the Market email for you. I do it every single week for my clients. That way you can stay current on what's happening in our marketplace and figuring out what is the right time for you to make that move and on pricing. We don't want to list your home over what it should be because on average, sellers lose 8% if they overshoot themselves into this market. So we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure we price it right and we are in show shape ready so that we can accept those offers from the buyers. We want to be the best one out there, the prettiest girl at the dance for the cheapest price. We always say that, and that is so true in this market. I hope you find this information helpful. Make sure you reach out to me, especially if you're thinking about buying here in the near future or selling. I'm full-time in this business and I understand what's happening in this marketplace, and you need a professional on your side. I look forward to hearing from you.